Last time, we have gotten to the winter break of the league season and we were in 4th place. We had also been promised the best looking intake I've seen in the best youth intake preview we've ever gotten. And the fact that nothing was below a C was very promising indeed. We didn't have the money we had early in the season. We spent most of it trying to upgrade our facilities. And hopefully, by the end of the season, the training facilities will have been completed. But first, what happened in that youth intake? And was it as good as it was promised to be? The first thing that we need to talk about though is the fact we've had 5 matches since we last met. We won the first 2, quite comfortably in fact, 2-0 and 4-0. We then drew 1-0 against Pogon before we lost 3-0 to Legia and 2-1 to Legia. So 3 most difficult games in a row and we took at least a point. So as far as I'm concerned, that is great news. We are still in 4th place though, so despite not getting the point in the last 2 matches and losing the last 2 games, we have not fallen down position. Pogon, who we drew against, actually just 2 points behind us, so that draw might have been more important than I realised at the time. Hooray for that. Legia are running away with the league title. Lecce are doing quite well as well. I don't think the top 2 is within our grasp anymore, but the youth intake preview was so good. What was the youth intake actually like? Well, the youth intake was as good as we hoped it would be, and that is the best thing we could have wished for so far. So, let's go over all the players that had 4-star potential or more. Jacob is the first of those players, very inconsistent mind you, but he's a left back and he's only 15. He's got low determination, but we can work on that in the mentoring group. He's just a bit slow for my liking and needs work on his crossing and dribbling, especially if we're going to make him an attacking player. His dribbling absolutely needs work. Now this is probably the player I'm most excited about. Matis Nuak is a winger who could be a striker and could be attacking midfield as well. So we've got options with this kid and his physicals look really good for 15. I'm expecting to get even more. And while some of his flair and his mentals aren't as great as I hoped they would be, he still could do a lot of damage, even if he does need some work. Magic is another player that I'm excited about. A midfielder this time could be good as a defensive player. 10 marking, 10 passing, 8 tackling, 18 teamwork. He's just got a lot of things I want, and as a box-to-box, he could be perfect for me. He doesn't have any consistency issues either, so as far as I'm aware, he's perfect for the role. Damien Kotko is another player that I'm happy about. A DM who is a deep line playmaker, perfect for the team, and 11 passing, 12 tackling, 11 first touch, 12 decisions, 14 balance. He just fits the role perfectly, and if he can become better and better, we will be exciting, and I am very, very excited for this kid. He's actually got some decent consistency as well, which makes it even better. Another player that I'm really excited about, and this time is a Mazzala, who could be a playmaker as well, but Adam Kobalka is someone I am so happy we've got. Yes, his tackling isn't the best for the role, and he's unambitious, and he's slightly inconsistent, but my word does he look exciting for a 15-year-old. 12 passing, 11 first touch, 11 decisions, 14 work rate, 12 vision, 13 technique. This kid is going to be exciting, and with 12 balance as well, he could cause a lot of problems for the teams. He looks very much like a talent I can put a lot of faith in the future. Another left midfielder, this time in the form of Daniel Nowicki. So he's injury prone, he's got consistency issues, but could I make him a defensive player? Well, with free marking, no, I really couldn't. But as an attacking player, I could make him attacking, but could I make him play on the other side of the pitch? Well, I could, but he's a player that I'm not sure where to really use at the moment, but I feel like we can definitely make him better and better. We just need to make him a good talent. He's got 8 tackling, so we could work on his marking, his defensive ability, and we could be good. Marcin Lisowski is another player I'm happy about. He can play on both wings. He's unambitious, but he's exciting either way. 16 flair, 16 pace, 12 acceleration, 14 agility. He's someone who's going to cause a lot of problems on the wings with his pace naturally, so I think we can utilize him. I really do. Another winger in the form of Sadowski. So really happy with him. He's quick. 15 acceleration, 13 pace. So speed is on his side. 11 first touch. He's probably a pace merchant and nothing more, but he's fairly determined, 16 determination. I'm happy with him. We just need to make sure he's not just a one-trick pony and not just a pace merchant. And then we've got Kamil Kwiatkowski. So, very ambitious, but has some decent mentals. 11 flair, 11 leadership, 12 determination, 11 teamwork, 13 technique, 12 free kick taking, 15 balance. Could be a playmaker, but I'm thinking of making him Mazzala as well. And I'm only saying Mazzala or box to box because those are the two roles I use. So I don't know what to do with him otherwise, but I think we could definitely utilize him to do more. He's got decent potential. What we do from here, I'm not 100% sure right now. The last person I'm going to talk about is Marcin Okay, and very inconsistent. Not good with tackling. Might be a winger, but I'm going to try and make him a wing back first and foremost. Just because Y's only got 5 tackling and 1 off the ball, which is not great. He's naturally a wing back, so might need to work on that. He's got pace though, decent physicals, just not much really going for him really. And that could be worked on, so something to try and tinker with, I think. We also sold Kamil Rasmus, so we sold him in the January transfer window, or the winter transfer window, because he was going to play that first team football, and I thought, you know what, sure, we'll let you go. If you're just going to complain about it, then you can go. And he left. So, we got some money from him. Not a lot of money, but we got 5.75 grand, so it's better than nothing. So, we are now at the end of the season, and first 2 games after the intake happened, we won our first 2 matches, 4-1 and 2-0. We then drew 3-3 against Lecce, and we were 3-0 up in that game. So there's that going for us. We can beat Lecce potentially again, and then blow a 3-goal lead. Not that it mattered, because after losing the next game 4-1, and I absolutely tore the team a new one for being stupid, we won 3 of the next 4 games and drew the last. So really, it was everything I could have wished for. 5 wins in the last 8 matches, and only 1 defeat in that time. So, what did that do for us in the league? Well, we finished in 3rd place. We're in Europe, but 4th place didn't get Europe. Why? What happened? What did we do? What's happened to cause this situation to be the case? And please don't tell me something stupid has happened again, right? Well, this team, who are in the 2nd tier, beat Lecce Poznan in the cup final. I don't know how this has happened, but it happened. I genuinely have not seen this game until now. If it was like a tight game, no, it wasn't even tight. It was like a Wigan beating Man City in the FA Cup final levels of dominance for Lecce, and they lost it in the 91st minute. Well, that's dramatic, isn't it? Good lord. So what that has done is meant that a 2nd tier side who were fighting relegation for most of the season are in the Europa League next year. I can't believe it either, but it's happened, and it's rather embarrassing. What on earth are the teams in my division doing? Of all teams to be beaten, I didn't think Lecce Poznan would be the one to lose. So there you go. And this will finish the top 3, so I suppose we've got that going for ourselves. And officially, best ever finish for the club in the division, never been in the top 3 beforehand. And then you realise just how many units have been in this competition. But yeah, first time ever, we've finished in the top 3. We're in Europe, and gotta be honest with you, not sure what to think. I just wasn't impressed with the fact that we didn't have a full good team in this country playing in Europe this year or next year. Good lord. So, end the season with you. I mean, we did quite well. We actually sold 2 players. One we let go. In the goalkeeper that we had, he's gone. I don't think he's even got a club yet, which is saying a lot. Decent goalkeeper as well. We just didn't need him anymore, and he was just not good enough for us. We loaned out just 1 player. He only played 10 times, and I think that team got promoted. I could be wrong. Season results: 3rd place in a season we're expected to avoid relegation in. Yeah, we did okay, I think, and that's not bad at all. Only getting to the 3rd round of the cup in a competition that was won by a team in the 2nd tier. Hopefully one day we can sort this out and actually win this competition for the first time. But yes, biggest win was the 5-0 win against Slask, and that was quite good to do it so late on in the year. Match, remember, the 3-0 win against Lecce Poznan, so we know we can beat them. Goal of the season was scored by Jacob, the 2nd of 3 goals in the 3-3 draw against Lecce. So let's see this goal now. And this was the goal, and I like to think it was really well worked. But yeah, Jacob does this goal, and it's a good goal, I'll give you that. And when it was 2-0 at the time, I was thinking, okay, this is really good. I should have seen from this match that Lecce had a habit of dropping points and not winning games that they were dominating in. Sponsorship is going up slowly but surely. Broadcast also going up slowly but surely, but everything else actually went down a little bit. So disappointing, but I guess because we didn't get in the quarterfinal of the cup, it went down. Hopefully, the reputation will be 2.5 stars by the beginning of next year, which would be great. And we've made just 57,000 from merch, so yay for that. And just over 1,000 shirts were sold. Team of the year, Wabiki got the player of the season this year. 15 goals, 12 assists, 27 goal contributions, the most in the entire team. And Damien got the second best appearance rating, so good for him. The fact we had 6 players getting over a 7.0 rating was really good. Now, if only all the teams could do that, all the players could do that, and if only our captain could actually perform as often as his teammates, because it's getting frustrating to see him with a 6.78 rating there. It really is. But yes, Wabiki was the fans' player of the year. Jacob getting this young player of the season and top goal scorer. And the goal of the season was quite good. Wabiki the most assists with 12. He had the most player match award with 6. And the highest average rating of 7.2. And basically YAC getting 76 passes per 90 was useful. And finally, we had 2 hat-trick heroes. Wabiki with a hat-trick in the earliest game before Suta getting a hat-trick in the league against Lecce, so that's good. And we broke a load of records this season, and it's really, really good. We got a youngest player at the age of 15 years and 142 days, and we had a goal scorer who was less than 16 years old. And yes, one of our young talents has not only scored, he's also considered a very promising player. History in the making, your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season award ceremony. Motor Lublin owe everything to a fantastic start to the season. Motor Lublin started better than anyone would have expected and really slipped up afterwards. So there you go, we did quite well. And this is a nice little situation now. It's getting bigger and bigger, and 3 seasons in, we are doing okay. And the fact it's taken as long as it has to really get going and to really show what we can do is useful. I'm just hoping that we will do more of this in the future. And yes, we've now made 100 games as well. And look at the investing in the future star. So many talents that were in this intake that did it and got there was really, really good. And it shows you that we had a really good intake this year. It really does. For the profile, we actually gained 12,000 more social media followers. We lost some hardcore and core fans. We just gained some casual and fair weather fans instead, which is a bit awkward, and I don't like it. But yes, the board want me to attempt to avoid relegation from the top league again, and to be competitive in the Europa Conference League, because we're in the second qualifying round, and we need to do more than this. I'm a little concerned that we're not going to do the best of seasons in this competition, but if we could try, we can try. We had 2 players in the team of the year, but they were on the bench. So we've had the season. We know what happened here. But who went up in the end? Because when we last checked, nobody had been promoted. Well, 2 teams that went down last year are back up. And it's interesting to see that the team that finished bottom didn't go back up. But Wisla Pluck and Lublin are both up. Only just as well. Like, there's only 3 points between the top 3 teams. So that's not bad going at all. And Gornik going up after finishing 3rd place, just 3 points off the title, was probably for the best for their point of view. Imagine they didn't go up after doing that. Competition winners throughout Europe. Sevilla beat Arsenal in the Europa Conference League final, so Sevilla's European reputation is coming to fruition again. 5 different winners of the Europa Conference League so far, which is very, very good to see. Shakhtar Donetsk beat Newcastle in the Europa League final on penalties. Congratulations to them. While Chelsea beat Real Madrid in the Champions League final, so the fact they did it on penalties adds to the drama. I was asked about the mentoring groups before, and, well, this is my solution to the players with bad personalities. And, well, I have just thrown a load of it in together with my captain, Mr. Krull, who's got a resolute personality, can take no effect from the group, but can absolutely give everything to the people in the group. And, as I'm sure you can understand why, it's something I felt like was a good idea. A lot of players have already gained some bits and pieces out of it, and I'm hopeful this will continue to be the case. Good news though, we've actually made a lot of money after where we finished. We made about 2 million in prize money because we made ourselves a lot of money and we did quite well. Finishing third place got us about 900,000. We then got an extra 100,000 because of how many young players were playing. And then we managed to get another 700,000 because of competition prize money throughout the last couple of years because where we finished. I didn't know this was a thing until today, so that was funny. I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of our season? What do you think of our youth intake? And what do you think we'll do next year? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you think we can get to Europa Conference League group stage? Or do you think we'll just be disappointed like we were in last year's game in that regards? And do you think we could finish as high as third again next year in the league? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions on that down below. But either way, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.